about President Biden's first 100 days? Now, you know me as a person who says what he thinks, and I don't hide the fact that I wasn't a fan of our last president's character issues. And I'm also no fan... Aren't you embarrassed? And I'm also no fan of the president's... Yeah, sure.
My friends, this is the moment I was talking about. Please, thank you, show respect.
Thanks, Derek. So, yeah, I understand that I have a few folks that don't like me terribly much, and I'm sorry about that, but I express my mind as I believe is right, and I follow my conscience as I believe is right. And I'm not a fan of the current president's policies. In his inauguration speech, you probably heard it, he promised bipartisanship. And I guess by bipartisanship, he means the Democratic Party on one side and the Socialists on the other. And then this week, he correctly said that China poses an existential threat to our democracy. And his answer to that is apparently 2 years of free free 2 years of free pre-K. And of course, $6 trillion in spending, a lot of which we would borrow from the Chinese. Look, I like Joe Biden. He's a nice person. I think he has good intentions, but I think, but at the same time, I think Ronald Reagan put his finger on exactly what's wrong with President Biden and many others in the Democratic leadership. He said this, he said, it's not that Democrats are ignorant, it's just that what they know is wrong. And my beef with Pelosi and Schumer and the president is that way too often what they know is wrong. Do you agree with me, for instance, that they're wrong to hike taxes? Look, it's probably not going to cause an immediate collapse, but over time it will mean that fewer people come here to start businesses, fewer grow their enterprises, and we don't have as many good jobs. I believe they're wrong to balloon the national debt with wasteful spending and massive borrowing. The interest, you know this, the interest on our national debt is going to be over $500 billion a year. At a level like that, we're not just threatening our own prosperity, but we're threatening our kids' future. They were wrong to pay people more money for not working than they made when they were working. And everywhere I go across the state, businesses small and large say they have a hard time finding the people they need. They're wrong to dictate to the people of Utah how they can hunt and fish and graze their own cattle and their own sheep on Utah lands. They're wrong to pack the Supreme Court. I think the only nominee that I'd vote for to pack the court would be Mike Lee. Now, yes, you might call me an old-fashioned Republican. I am. Been in our party. Oh yeah, you can boo all you like, but I've been a Republican all my life. My dad was the governor of Michigan. My dad worked for Republican candidates that he believed in. I worked for Republicans across the country, and if you don't recall, I was the Republican nominee for president in 2012. Let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something. If we divide our party, we're going to be a losing party. The only way we're going to win is by coming together. Not every Republican believes exactly the same thing. Let me tell you what an old-fashioned Republican like me believes. I believe that we should balance our budget. I believe that Putin and Kim Jong-un are thugs. I believe that America must remain the home of the strongest military in the world. I believe that character counts both in our homes and in our leaders. I believe in protecting life, both born and unborn. I believe in protecting the Constitution of the United States of America. Now, when I'm back in the halls of Washington, I am proud to represent Utah, where Republican leaders balance the budget, where they cut taxes, where they attract good businesses and good jobs. They've been mindful during the pandemic to protect our economy as well as our health. I'm proud of our patriotism, of our large families, of our charitable giving, of our magnificent national parks and breathtaking mountains and valleys. All of the great things about our state mean that we've attracted a lot of people here. Some of them are Democrats. Your job and mine as Republican activists is to educate them. They need to learn that much of what they like about Utah is the product of conservative Republican leaders. You see, we Republicans, what we know is right. The world needs the principles of our party. We need to come together and strengthen unity. God bless Utah, and God bless the great nation of the United States of America.